How's it going, guys? So it's April 16, 2020. Jumping on the bike, taking it for a little ride. It's been crazy during the pandemic. I mean, staying at home, I mean, it's just unbearable sometimes. Even though I jump on the computer and I'm always gaming. I mean, if you guys don't see me streaming, I'm always on that Call of Duty. Actually, no, it's not Call of Duty. It's Division 2, a Tom Clancy game. Uh, but yeah, so this video is basically to test out the cameras. I have in the front, as you can see, a GoPro Hero Session, and then on my camera mount, well, on my helmet, I have the GoPro Hero 8. Now, this is my neighborhood. This is my home. I grew up here, born and raised. I left for about 5 years when I went to the Marine Corps. My plans after the Marine Corps was to study auto diesel mechanic and study in Nashville, Tennessee. But you know, life didn't work out so, and I don't regret it because all my opportunities were here in Dallas, and I'm grateful for that. Yeah, so this is Crocker Hill going southbound. It's a pretty good neighborhood. I mean, during 4th of July, it gets kind of rowdy. I mean, people shoot their machine guns, light machine guns, assault rifles, pistols, non-stop for about 6 hours straight, and they do it for like four to 5 days straight. Yeah, I like riding with no hands sometimes. It just feels so freeing. Something about riding a motorcycle is like very liberating. I've been in long road trips on, in my car, and it just doesn't feel the same as if I were on my bike. Something about being on a motorcycle is very freeing. Like, you feel the wind and everything, man. It's just crazy. And on this motorcycle, it's so comfortable. I did a few modifications. I've added a lower seat to it from Touratech. It came straight from Germany. Everything about this bike comes from Germany. Like, the motorcycle manual was in German. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. The bill of sale was in German. It's just crazy. Now, this motorcycle is the top end. Not to brag or anything, but like it's the works. Like, it has different riding modes. It has rain mode, enduro mode, dynamic pro, road, and enduro pro. So completely customizable electronic suspension. I mean, I like it. It's a great motorcycle. This back in 2004, I had a Gixxer 750, a crotch rocket or a sport bike. And man, long trips were unbearable, man. Like, you're always hunched over, you're in the race position. It's just crazy. And plus, it's a heavy bike. It's not as heavy as this bike, but you can feel the weight. Unlike this motorcycle, which is close to 700 pounds, dry, and you cannot feel the weight. It's just crazy. And this bike is meant to be dropped. It's meant to go off-roading. It's a dual sport motorcycle. And I've taken it off-roading. And you see at the end of the video, I took it off-roading. However, I ran out of battery on my GoPro. Go figure. But this is Highway 408. It connects Loop 12. It connects 35 to Loop 12 to 408 to I-20. So, yeah, and it's close to my house. I really like this highway because it's kind of sort of scenic. Texas is pretty spaced out. So right here I'm on 408 headed towards I-20, and I'm gonna take Beltline or 1382 towards the State Park area. And you'll see in that area, it's hills, like not major hills, but there's a lot of hills. I just want to say, it's like, they're not like those crazy California hills that basically I confuse for mountains. These over here are just like small baby hills compared to that. Now this ramp is a pretty high bridge, and I like it because one time I remember as a kid uh, being in a van with my dad. With my dad driving, he would always say, "Look out the window." We would look to the right at this point, and he'll be like, "We're flying like Superman," and I'll never forget that. Actually, right about here at this merge, right here where the lines, where these two lanes merge, I was in an accident with a vehicle once, and it was crazy because it wasn't my fault, and I got blamed for half of the accident. I don't know how that works. Now it's crazy to see that there's so many vehicles out on the road because this pandemic is crazy. Like it's very serious. Like when I'm on my motorcycle, I don't stop anywhere. Like I don't interact with people at all. I just go out, ride, come back. If I need gas, I'll take it to the gas station. I sanitize I take off my gloves, put on rubber gloves, sanitize the handle, wait 10 minutes for the handle to dry. Then I'll grab another sanitation wipe, put it over the handle, then pump gas, throw that stuff away. You know, I don't litter, so I throw that stuff away in trash bins next to the gas pumps, and then I'll go. But honestly, I only have to stop at a gas station maybe once a month. This motorcycle, it holds 8 gallons of fuel, which is about 400 miles per tank. I average between 43 to 45 miles per gallon. Now again with the no hands, basically I use no hands, and I don't do it to be dangerous or anything. I do it to practice balancing my bike, just with my body. Because when I do take it off-roading, I need to know how to control the bike, you know? I need to feel comfortable with it. And I will not be sitting down when I'm off-roading, and you'll see that. Hopefully, if the battery didn't run out when I was standing. But I'll stand on the bike and then I'll go off-roading. So I don't feel any bumps. I mean, the bike is bumping and rocking all over the place, but I don't feel it. Like the suspension and the electronic auto suspension. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I don't know. It's a great motorcycle. It has great reviews. I'm not the best at making these types of videos, but you know, I'm doing it out of boredom. Might as well, right? So this is the state park, Cedar Hills State Park, and I love this place, but it's always been closed since the pandemic started. I did come by once and it was open, and I rode in there, and the roads inside the state park, a lot of the campsites were closed, but there was a lot of people there. Like, it was jam-packed. So I guess I decided to just lock it up. You still see people walk from the Cedar Ridge Preserve into the state park, and then like walk back to the Cedar Ridge Preserve, but no vehicles can go in there. Yeah, I lean the bike pretty hard, and I mainly do that because it's practice again. I get any chance I get to practice on the motorcycle, I do it. So U-turns, like hard lean turns. I already forgot the name of it or what's called, but it's it's called trail braking. When you're taking a turn and you're like trail braking, you're feathering that brake handle while you're giving some throttle. Man, something about this is so freeing. So this motorcycle is crazy. It's all electronic, right? And it has all these riding modes. What I really love is the TFT display with the odometer. And that TFT display, basically the motorcycle, connects with my phone and my helmet. The GPS on top also connects with my phone and helmet. But connectivity issues between the two, it's kind of, I don't like it when it intermits sometimes. So I just connect it to the motorcycle. The GPS, I can always see it, right? And that's basically a Garmin GPS system on there. It's called the Navigator 6. It's the latest from the collaboration between BMW and Garmin for the adventure motorcycles. Now, what I like about the Garmin is that I can put it into open. I think it's called. Oh no, it's called Basecamp. It's a software, Garmin software that lets you input waypoints and create routes, trails, and all that, which is great because I can download them straight to the map, right, or into my Garmin device. So I already have one for a trip to Utah, to Moab. Basically, it's all off-roading. I would love to do the Trans-American Trail sometime, but you know, maybe sometime this year. I don't know. I'd rather fly the motorcycle to South America and then ride it over there to the Patagonia, and then ride it all through Chile and Argentina. Work my way out from the Chile side to Buenos Aires, and then fly my motorcycle from Buenos Aires back to DFW or Fort Worth Alliance, because that's where the big planes are for the cargo. So I already confirmed the shipping. Shipping is about $2,100 one way. So it's not too bad to ship a motorcycle. Now, to justify that, I would have to stay in South America for a month, if not 3 months, which I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I have income coming in, so I'm good. Now, this is Mountain Creek Parkway. I like it. I usually don't come through this way, but that's I forget the name of that college, but it's on the right hand side. I took a picture of it. If you go to my website, cava.media, basically it's my initials, Cava, Christopher Alejandro Vasquez Almanza, .media. So cava.media, cava.media, and then on the far right, on the top far right navigation bar, you'll see Moto vlog, and then right there you can see the pictures I take while I'm on my motorcycle. So I do have a great picture of that college, and it was during a really cloudy day after a huge storm. So man, I love those times. Now this right here on the right, which I'm about to go into, is the Dallas-Fort Worth Cemetery, National Cemetery, and this is where they bury veterans from Texas or North Texas. It's a small Arlington memorial. So I haven't made the decision yet if I want to be buried or cremated, but my dad was cremated, so I think I will be cremated as well. I mean, shit, the Vikings or the past beliefs where you were always sent off by fire, because if you weren't burned, then your spirit wouldn't leave. But yeah, this cemetery is something else. They do take care of the grounds here very well, so I don't know if I want to be, when I pass, buried here. or just discard it somewhere because I really don't care what happens to me after I'm not breathing. But yeah, but everything is aligned. It's crazy. It's crazy to think that, I mean, this is a new cemetery, and there's so many tombstones. I think what they did is they brought coffins, like they brought coffins over from wherever they were, like a different cemetery or whatever, and just reburied them here, because this is fairly new, maybe 4 or 5 years old. Now to the left is Mount Creek Lake. It's a connection to the Trinity River Bison, and it also connects to Jopo Lake, which Jopo Lake and Mount Creek Lake are man-built. They're fake lakes, and you don't want to fish there or eat the fish there. I mean, it was polluted at one point, and plus there's a lot of dead bodies around. It's like this Mount Creek is like the Hudson River for New Jersey. They do a lot of illegal dumping where I'm about to turn, and yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, I don't never understand why people, dump their trash, like find places to dump their trash, and this is one of the biggest areas. For years now, they've been doing it. But what I like about this trail is that, I mean, the dam is closed, so I can't ride there. It's barricaded. They're doing construction to the dam or something. So I go on this road right here, which is called Merrifield or Merrittfield. Yeah, and I like it because after we pass that water plant on the left, it's just wide open land. And right here, a lot of Jeeps going through their off-roading. So right now I've been riding in Dynamic Pro, which is like race mode. But as soon as I pop right here, I'm changing my mode to Enduro Pro, which is like off-roading, the pro version. And that's a pretty high ramp, a pretty high hill. And right here I'm just like goosing it in first gear. And I'll make it to the top. And now this is just bumpy as hell for all the 4x4s, mainly Jeep Wranglers, modified. So I'm a little intimidated to take bigger hill, which is to the left. So this is my, just riding over here, just practicing. I mean, the GoPro stabilizes the image very well, but man, the bike is bouncing left, right, up, down. It's crazy. I'm standing actually. And I think this is about where the battery's gonna end. So you guys have a good day. Stay safe.